All right, folks, let's go to the key takeaways here. We'll do it in the order of the presentations. We'll start with Tracy Salmon Smith. If you could take up to a minute, Tracy, for your key thoughts and takeaways.
Okay, thank you, Sal. So, I know that we've been listening to all of our comments about these high-risk rogue brokers over the past almost hour and a half. And we understand that high-risk brokers are problematic, but they really still represent a very small number of individuals as compared to the large number of very excellent brokers that are out there. But it is important for financial services institutions to focus on stopping these high-risk brokers because they're essentially damaging the reputation of the brokerage industry. So, we have a few bad apples that will tarnish an entire industry. So one of the things that I do is I urge, since I tend to represent the broker-dealers, is that I tend to urge my clients to really focus on the FINRA priority letters, especially the 2017, 2018, because those letters really do provide guidance as to what FINRA will be focusing on and what the firms should be doing in order to enhance their compliance, supervision, and risk management program. So that's my takeaway from our comments today.
Thank you, Tracy. Corinne Swift, key takeaways, please.
Sure. From the enforcement defense perspective, I would say three things. One is just to recognize this focus. It's real and it matters and can have a big impact on enforcement investigations and resolutions. The second is to be very mindful of potential collateral consequences, particularly with repeat investigations and findings. And the third is that as to heighten supervision in instances of recidivism, to make sure that there is a real heightened supervision plan and the implementation is well documented.
Thank you, Corinne. Finally, Rogie Dunn, key takeaways, sir.
Well, I would say educate yourself. For example, Tom Drogan, who was the deputy of FINRA's member regulation sales practice department, came to Dallas and spoke. So went to go see him. Hear it from the horse's mouth. When you have an opportunity to hear from a FINRA regulator or some head of compliance, Google, watch the articles, and try to take that to heart. Secondly, the last practical advice I would give is, in the old days, many times when there'd be a customer complaint, the FA would get tremendous pressure from the firm to settle, and their U4 is marked. They can obviously go get an expungement, which is not the easiest thing in the world. It's certainly possible. But now, if you got a clean record, I would suggest you may want to fight long and hard to keep it clean in this environment, so that you may not want to just roll over if you think you're going to win that customer complaint. And it's just a hassle, and the firm doesn't want to pay, is sad about all the attorney fees. Right? That may be when you say, I want to fight this because I'm clean. Okay, so that's something. And then obviously, if you already have a U4, U5 with one or two dings, you need to be particularly vigilant and educate yourself and watch, because you are on FINRA's radar screen.